All I can say to you is that on a day like today,
This is being live streamed. Hello.
what a thrill to see.
Oh my god, this is so scary. I'm on YouTube.
The art of Georgia. Nora was one of my favorite films at school. I love a musical. Talking of which, let's try this. You all know Oliver, don't you? Okay, let's give this a go.
Hello. Hello. Oh my god, this is so nervous. It's making me nervous. You know, it was so quiet. Hello? Yes? No one is talking other than you. Okay, now the record. I have no idea why. Oh, mom, it's still recording. I'm being live streamed on YouTube. Oh my gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. Did you have to record a video by today? Okay, now. I don't control time. Control time. Slow down.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I am well.
I'm also
glad
watching the live stream on YouTube.
I'm glad to see each one of you. That is very nice of you.
Me too.
Uh,
You just posted it. I think you're talking, but you have muted yourself. Come on, live stream, load, quickly. Wait, what if I can? It's just because
Hello.
You started watching the live stream before, not at the start. Whenever it just came, now you're watching yourself backwards and not seeing the part where you're actually moving. You mean live?
Thank you, Jesse. Can we kindly mute our microphones briefly and have our videos on? Videos on and microphones muted. Videos on, videos on. We want to start in the next 3 minutes. Videos on, audio is muted. Okay, our videos on, Ivana and Joe. Okay, thank you. So we're gonna begin our session. Welcome our parents that are with us. I'm seeing Mr. Peter is in with us. You welcome Mr. Peter Mokuru. I'm seeing this Eva is also joining in. Stella's joining in. You welcome our parents who are joining in with us. This session, it's key that you are present. Also welcome. In a minute, again, but I think they are being led. It's Mr. Peter. Okay, stream on this. There's a live stream on this. For those that we would have missed this session, we are streaming live on YouTube. This session streaming. I can get you the streaming link in the chat. So are we ready to start?
Wait, teacher, wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Are we still what? Are we still live streaming?
Yes, we are live streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
I've shared the link for live stream in the chat. But we'll have missed the session. We'll catch it live on YouTube. Okay. We'll catch it on YouTube after. Thank you, Declan. So can we start briefly? Can we just, in 5 minutes, do a simple introduction of ourselves? Tell us your name, your age, and where you come, like anything you like us to know about you concerning the competition. Briefly, okay, let's have an opening prayer. Who's praying for us? Yes. Us. Take a prayer for us, Jesse. Unmute.
Humble yourself and we pray. Dear God, we thank you for the day you have given us. As we go through the class, help us, guide us in everything we do. Help us to be brave. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Jesse. Right, one prayer. Okay. Welcome to the Nsc Info Session. This is a session where we Scratch competition. I hope you guys are expectant to find out more concerning the biggest competition in Uganda. And it's gonna be for 1 hour, strictly one. So we're not going to be here for long. Can give it your more honest as we go on in the session. We shall a presentation about the Nsc from and then we shall open it up and answer. Question and answer that you guys will ask about the Nsc, anything that will not have been in the presentation. Okay. We'll begin with a simple intro of our participants who are present. You tell us your name and your age and which category are you in, if you know. I'll begin with I'm seeing Agaba. I'm seeing Agaba. Unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and then.
Okay, my name is Declan. I like coding because you can make some very interesting mods. And I'm going to boarding school soon. Yeah. Is anyone else going to introduce themselves?
Yes,
Someone else?
My name is Jesse Mungulo Uri. My school is Kampala Parents. I'm in P2. I am in intermediate Scratch, and mostly how I like Scratch is like you can code anything you want your sprite to do. And I'm 7 years old.
My name is Elavan Yanambi Chiwewesi. I am in P2. My school is Gaza Junior School. I am 7 years old. And I like Scratch because it is amazing to explore.
And I live in Germany.
My name is Alison, and I love Scratch. I am 8 years old, and I love Scratch because you can make anything you want. That's what.
My name is Angel, and I'm 10 years old, and I like Scratch because it's creative, and I like creative things.
Okay. Next. Agava. And Wanyana.
Hello. Hello, my name is Agava Jaden Ernest. I'm 12 years old. I go to St. Angela. I'm in P6 and I like coding because it's a way to show creativity. And
Wow.
I'm in Scratch beginner.
Thank you, Agava Jaden. In Scratch beginners at the academy. Wanyana.
Hello, my name is Wanyana Ryan. I am 10 years old. My class is P5 and I love Scratch because it is amazing and fun to explore.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know if Stella is able to. I'm in advanced. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for your introduction.
I have another question.
Yes, Declan.
Are we ever in these lessons? Are we going to learn stuff like HTML, JavaScript, Python, stuff like that, and also C hashtag?
Okay, Declan. This is Scratch competition. It's the national Scratch competition. It's not Python, it's not JavaScript, it's not HTML, neither is it CSS. So it's gonna be purely Scratch competition, okay? Okay, can we all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Yes.
Yes.
The national Scratch competition is the biggest kids competition in Uganda. And this brings together children in Uganda understand and learn Scratch and have them craft solutions to real world problems within parties. This is going to be info session for the competition to have us understand more about the competition, what we should expect, and how everything is going to work out for us, okay? And I'm super here, both participants and parents that are joining in. I'm glad to have us here. The national Scratch competition is with a number of partners on board. These include Academy Uganda, they include Code Impact, they include Innov Labs, they include MediaTech, among others. This is happening between 5 and 6. So can someone participate in the competition? To participate in the competition begins with registration, which was open on the 8th of October at a fee of 120,000 US dollars. Then there's a part where you develop your skills, you polish up your skills with live webinars like this one and tutorials. That access will be granted and sessions will be conducted this week. Then we move to round 1 that starts on the 1st of November and it's open till 21st of November. This calls for you to submit a quiz and a project. Then we climax it with the grand finale, which prepares us for and have the event happen on the 18th of 2020. Prizes, awards, and trophies.
Excuse me.
Yes.
What do you mean by peace and project?
Wanji?
What do you mean by peace and project?
Okay, let me just go back there. We shall be having a quiz that you guys will have to do, okay?
So a project.
And then you will also come project with submit for round 1.
Excuse me, what does a quiz mean?
Okay, thank you, Ella. A quiz, these will be questions in your category that you'll have to answer and submit online.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I've understood what quiz means.
All right. Then, our main theme for the competition is to make the world a better place. We want, as coders, we are making the world a better place, and why we to always make the world we live in and we have under the main theme. It says here, use your Scratch coding to beat the pandemic with Scratch. This is the COVID-19 pandemic. Become the hero the world needs. Bring in your Scratch solution. Or you could choose to educate with Scratch. This is so, there is so much people don't know. Could you educate them using Scratch? This is an opportunity. Experience for your friends. You could choose to probably make life fun. And in here, life can get so. Pick up your Scratch cape and add some fun to it. You can get creative, blow us away. Or you can choose to think artificial intelligence. And on this, put on your thinking caps and experiment with AI. With Scratch to the world. Yes, Alexis, your hand is raised up.
How do we submit the project? Do we share or we have some way to submit?
Okay, so I'm going to go over that, Alexis. Kindly, just it's quite ahead, eh? Okay, I'm gonna go over that.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
You see, I carried everything the man said.
Okay. So, what? I want someone to read for me this slide.
Me.
Seeing your hands raised up. Who? I had someone say me.
It was me.
You say your name. Can't see you. I'm trying to look for one who's saying me.
It was Ella.
Ella. Yes, Ella. Yes, Ella, read for us this slide here.
What can you make? Choose one, choose all, and let your creativity run wild. You will submit one project for every round. Storytelling. Become a storyteller and send a message to the world. Showcase issues the world is currently facing through characters and events in your animated story. Games. Work without play makes Jack a dull boy. Create a masterpiece of a game. Add master levels which insists self-confidence and self-esteem. Art and music. Life at times seem black and white for some people and some color to it and spice it with melody. Automation. Artificial intelligence has it all. We always have a number to repetitive tasks on a daily. Let us make life easier through using artificial intelligence in Scratch.
Thank you, Ella. Thank you, Ella Vani. Yes, what you can make, Ella's read for us. Storytelling, you can do games, you can do art and
Yes.
And you have to only submit one project. You can choose to do all of them, or you can choose one or three or two in a single project. Okay. I'm seeing hands are still up. I don't know if someone has a question. The timeline. One is registration that will close by 15th of November, and it's at a fee of 120,000. Round one, in there we have all people to join the Discord channel. The quiz, do a project in Scratch or PictoBlox, make project presentations, a PowerPoint file, a video recording of their project as they are presenting it. The file for the project, the video, and the PowerPoint presentation. And this is set to open on the 1st of November till 25th.
Excuse me, teacher.
Teacher.
The words.
Yes.
We can't see the words.
Oh, the words.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Also, what do you mean by record and submit project file?
Okay, thank you, Declan. The project is that file, let me say for Scratch that you save after you do your project. Then the video, the video of your project, as you, if I mention as you making use of if mention, it's a video as you playing your video, the game. So you record of your project while you are presenting. Okay, present your project as you're recording yourself. Okay, I have answered.
Teacher, what do we use to record? Like, should we use Zoom or?
You can use anything to record. You can use Zoom. You can use there are a number of ways you could use to record your video, and more deeper in these when time comes when we need to go over the method to record the videos.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
What do you mean as PowerPoint?
Okay, the PowerPoint, what I'm using now here is called a PowerPoint presentation, okay? For your project, you'll have to create a PowerPoint telling us about your project, okay? And that same PowerPoint you'd use as you presenting and the project file also as you working, as you're doing the two things, the project and the PowerPoint must help you as you're presenting your project while you record a video.
I'm sorry, teacher, to interrupt again.
Yes.
But can we also make a remix of something?
A remix?
Yeah, like a remix.
Yeah, okay, Declan. If I'm to get you very well. Okay. In the competition, we shall not be required to make remixes of other people's projects. Okay. We shall be required to make our own projects that are ours in person. Okay. As something I'll have my colleagues share more light on at the end of my presentation. Continue. The Nsc events include this one, the info session, the webinar on themes, the webinars on what to make, and the Nsc launch that will happen. So,
excuse me, teacher, what's the webinars?
Okay, the session that we kind of like we're having here is what I mean here. I can call him a session or a webinar. So we're gonna have one tomorrow again concerning the themes and what you can make within the themes. And we're gonna have another one again on Wednesday concerning again the themes, how you can work within the themes. And we're gonna have another one on games, AI,
Mm-hmm.
animations, and stories for Thursday and Friday.
Teacher,
Yes.
my power went off, so I don't know what you said before. Never, I was not there.
Yes, Jesse. Jesse, can you follow through from where we are?
Okay.
Thank you. Then we have the NSC jury that will open on the 22nd of November to 2nd of December, and round one results on the 3rd of December. Grand finale will happen on the 18th of December, and between 4th to 17th, you'll be preparing for the grand finals.
Excuse me, teacher. How many rounds are there?
Round one and the grand finale. Submit. You submit a file for Scratch, PowerPoint, a video, and a category quiz.
Submitted by the way.
Pardon?
Excuse me, what do you mean by category quiz?
Okay, now, as I explained earlier, a quiz, we'll do each category. For example, if you're in junior, you do a quiz for junior category. If you are in senior, a quiz for seniors. And if you're mature, you do a quiz for.
Thank you. Now I understand.
How do we submit it?
Guys, allow me to go over my PowerPoint so that I answer all your questions first. Okay.
Teacher, what do we submit it? Teacher.
I'm going to answer that question. So round one happens when you have to fill done. You make the payment. Those that are budgeted, you close the payments. Then this part November. This will be on the 2nd, 3rd, and they will look at the themes of the competition. Beat the pandemic with Scratch, educate with Scratch, make life fun with Scratch, intelligence. Now, in the theme sessions, we are going to expound more on the various you can do in those things and how you that theme. Okay, so tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, we are going to have to go through and fully understand the various themes for the competition. Okay, then the lunch session, they're going to happen on the 4th. That will be Thursday. That will be Friday this week, where we are going to see more about games, the nations, stories, storytelling, and artificial intelligence. Also an art and music with them. That will be Thursday and Friday.
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
I've been trying to talk to my teacher on Skype, but for some reason she's not answering.
Answer you immediately.
I have a problem, and also I don't know how to use PowerPoint. I don't know how to use PowerPoint.
Okay, Jesse, your teacher is going to answer you very quickly and understand that.
Excuse me. This Discord server doesn't work in our opinion.
The what?
The Discord server.
Which one is that? Hello? I've lost someone who was asking a question. Okay, let me continue. All be required to join Discord. And then join the NSC channel where we shall receive all the communications concerning the competition. The back and forths will happen for us on that platform, okay? Then around also has the NSC quiz in junior category and mature category. That will also have us participate in the quiz for round 1. A video, the NSC jury.
Teacher, we cannot submit one of them or all of them.
You submit one, you do one quiz for your category. Okay.
What is a PowerPoint?
Okay. A PowerPoint is what I'm using right now to show you what I'm showing you. Okay. It is a way, it is a where that we use to make presentations. Okay. Like this one now I'm showing you right now, but it's gonna help you have a better way of presenting your project while you're recording a video. Okay, amazing award medals and prizes await you in the competition. You can grab all of them, some of them, or some of them, okay? There'll be medals, there'll be a trophy away for the first runners up. There'll be smartwatches.
Teacher, are we going to do our project alone or together?
Thank you. Who is this? What's your name?
Me, Alison.
Alison. So Alison, project is gonna be done by Alison, okay? But Alison is gonna get guidance on how to do and what to do this week, okay? So that she can know well where to begin, how to do it, and how to do things that will make her not lose in the competition, okay? This week, from today to Friday, we are gonna be meeting every evening about your question, okay? Okay, so in the competition, we have some materials that are on sale. Of course, not what you're seeing now. They are jumpers. You can buy yourself a jumper for the competition. You can buy a t-shirt for yourself in the name of the 2 brand colors for the competition, okay? And that brings me to the end of my presentation. And I'll open it. I'll invite Charity to take us through what may cause a person to be in the competition. Then we shall open it up to questions and answers. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Charity Okiria, and I'm going to be taking you through what could disqualify you as the participant, or what could disqualify your project. So I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Edward, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay, so what would disqualify you? So of course, if you're disqualified, you, the participant, you're disqualified, or your project. So if the project is fraud and was obviously created by an adult. So if we notice that your project was not created by you, but say was created by a parent, an older sibling who is not in the competition, or anyone else older than you, and they totally did the project for you, it will be disqualified. And that means you'll be dropped. And then I had someone asking, can we remix? No, you cannot remix. Okay, because remixing means it's not your original work. And that is what the competition is testing. It wants to test how original can you be with coming up with a project related to the theme. So if we notice that your work is a remixed copy of someone else's project, you will also be disqualified. And then if you present a project that you already used in another competition, for example, if any of you has attended and participated in any coding competitions before, maybe from this year or even last year, any other competition, not necessarily the National Scratch competition, even if it's any kind of coding competition, and you submitted in that project over there, and then you submit it in over here, and we notice, you will also be disqualified. And then if your project does not fall under any theme, okay, please keep in mind that each project you make must fall under the 4 themes. So if you create a project and it is not in any way related to any theme, that means it will also be disqualified. So you will automatically be dropped. And then I had someone asking, do we have to create this in teams or individuals? Well, the competition, it tests everyone participating in this competition is coming as a single participant, whether you have a sibling or not, or your friend, your neighbor, etc. If they're also participating in this competition, you are all expected to present your own individual projects. So I don't expect that I, as Charity, if I was a participant and Edward is also a participant, and then we just decide to merge up our ideas for the theme we are doing, and then we present it as Charity and Edward. If you present such a project, it's also going to be disqualified. So you, as the participant, if you declared a false age in order to participate in a lower category, for example, if you were 12 years and then you actually lied and then you said you are 9 or 10 years, and then if we notice that you are also going to be disqualified, that means you'll be automatically dropped. And then if you create inappropriate, disrespectful, illegal content in the project, any content that is a project that's going to form a strife in anyone, that's going to be disrespectful to anyone, your project will be disqualified, and that means you'll also be dropped from the competition. So let's go on to questions. Do you have any questions about anything I have mentioned here?
Excuse me, what does inappropriate mean?
Oh, okay. So inappropriate means it means something that, let's just say something bad. Do you know what respectful means? Do you know what to respect means?
Yes.
Yes, so inappropriate means to disrespect. So if you create a project that is disrespecting anyone in a particular way, it will also be disqualified. Any other question from my presentation?
Teacher. So when you
Yes.
say there's no being disrespectful, like not even school bullies,
Or school bullies. Don't try to disrespect anyone in your project, but if you are creating a project that is creating a scenario like that about bullying, it better be that you are trying to solve the bullying, but you are not promoting or encouraging the bullying. For example, if you make a project and you are teaching people how to bully, you are all that teaching people how to bully, promoting bullying, that one will be disqualified. But if you're creating a project about bullying, try to create it in such a way that you are trying to solve the bullying and helping the victims of the bullying. Declan, have I answered your question?
Excuse me, are we going to do it on Google Scratch or web designing?
Okay, so you are going to do this project using Scratch. So Scratch is a website, but you can also have it offline. So I think this maybe will be talked about more tomorrow or any other coming day. But yes, so Scratch is like a programming language. It's for children in the range 7 to 16, 17 years, in that age range. And it's easy to learn. So you'll definitely learn it and you'll be able to create projects. You'll be using Scratch programming, not website designing. Yes.
Excuse me, teacher. If you make
Yes.
like a project, that you made long time ago and you use it, will that be cheating?
That you made long time ago, did you submit it somewhere else?
No.
Okay, so as long as you're sure that project can fall in any of the themes, if it does not fall in any of the themes, that means you have to modify it, try to edit it so that it falls in any of the themes. Otherwise, if you're sure that it falls in any of the themes and you've never submitted it anywhere before, then yes, you're good to go.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
What if you copy a project of someone's project who had been done in the past competitions, but when you have never known about it, will you get disqualified?
How come you say you've never known about it yet you say it's copying?
No, like when you have done a project that's like almost the same of someone who had done it in the past competition, will you be disqualified?
Oh, and you're saying that you don't know that someone had created something similar to that. Okay, yes. Well, if you didn't know, okay, that's okay. But the thing is, that means the chance that you're going to have a project really, really similar to someone who had participated before means you're not so original in your ideas. So yes, you'll probably not be disqualified, but then you will probably get a low score to make it to the next round. But if you don't know about it and you created such a project, well, it's no one's fault. But at least that only means one thing. That means you both went to the same sources to try to see something like, and now like I'll give an example of say the Pong game. Okay, if you just create a Pong game, anyone can create a Pong game. Flappy Bird game, anyone can create a Flappy Bird game, but how are you going to make yours really unique and similar? So that is what we are looking for in this competition. Try to be as original as you can in whatever you are creating.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
thank
Can
you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me. Can you repeat the themes again?
Oh, the themes, Edward, do you have the themes right where you are?
Let me share.
Okay, let me take down my screen.
The themes are here.
Okay.
Go on, Charity.
Okay, so there are 4 themes. The first one is beat the pandemic with Scratch. Now, I might say these themes are going to be further explained in the coming webinars. So if you don't understand something right now, please don't worry. You'll be able to understand it when you attend the webinars. So there are 4 themes for this year's competition. Number 1 is beat the pandemic with Scratch. So it says, become the hero the world needs to stop the pandemic by bringing in your Scratch solution to save the world. So if you feel like you can save the world, but put it in Scratch, that's beautiful. So number 1 could be the perfect theme for you. Then educate with Scratch. There is so much people don't know. Could you educate them using Scratch? This is an opportunity to make learning a memorable experience for your friends. If you feel like you can educate and you can put it in Scratch, that one could be the theme for you. Then make life fun. Life can get so boring. Pick up your Scratch cape and some fun to eat. Get creative and blow us away. So if you feel like you can create something so fun and put it in Scratch, the third thing could be for you. Then think artificial intelligence. So if you feel like anything artificial intelligence, you really want to do that, then go for the 4th theme. So there are 4 themes. Another thing I must emphasize is you are only allowed to choose from 1 theme. Do not attempt to use 2 themes, create a project using 2 themes, or mix 3 themes and then to create your 1 project, or actually even use all the 4 to create your 1 project. Please do not do that. If you're sticking to make life with fun, make sure it is what you're going to use. If you've chosen thinking artificial intelligence, that is what you should use. If you choose educate with Scratch, make sure your project is strictly about that. Do not mix themes. Actually, if you mix, your project will also be disqualified.
So does that mean you only need to use 1 theme in 1 project?
Yes, use 1 theme for your project, only 1 theme. Yes, any other questions?
No.
Do we have any other questions?
Hello, Teacher Charity.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good
Thank you very
evening.
much for the presentation. This is Mami Ella.
Yes, Mami Ella.
Yes. I hope I'm audible because I'm moving.
You are.
Okay, thank you very much. My question is on the process of selection. For example, after round 1, they are going to be, are you going to sieve and say, okay, after round 1, we are going with this cohort and these ones are dropping off after presentation of the round 1 requirements? So is it going to be like that, or the assessment is going to be done until the grand finale? Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'll leave that to Edward. Edward, please answer that.
Okay, thank you so much, Charity. Thank you so much, Ella, for the question. After round one, there are those that will drop off at round one, and there are those that will make it to the grand finale. So we expect some people to stop on round one, and others will go to the final round.
Okay, thank you very much.
When is round one starting?
Charity,
Teacher, I
go
have a
on
question.
with
Teacher, I have a
Q&A.
question. When is round one starting?
That's also my question.
Edward, please answer that. I'll answer what is in the chat. So Declan is asking, teacher, can we take inspiration from another game? You can get inspiration from another game. Just make sure that in all the inspiration you get, whatever you come up with should be original. Okay, so don't try to come up with something that someone already created and make it exact, because that lowers your chances of making it to the next round. So Edward, someone was asking, when is round one starting? Could you please answer that?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Round one starts today, okay, with this session. So we are within round one, and this whole week we are having the info session, the theme session, and the learn sessions, after which we expect you to be able to do the quiz and do your projects after this week. So this week we are here to prepare you for the projects that you'll be doing and the quiz. So round one is open from today. However, we need to prepare you to be able to do round one very well. So hopefully by next Monday, you'll be able to now submit your projects that you've come up with. You'll be able to do the quiz for round one, and then you'll just sit back and wait for the jury to look at your work and see if you make it to the final round. Okay, thank you.
Then Alexis is asking in the chat, how do we submit? Edward, over to you.
Very good.
Back to you, Charity.
Yes, so I'm saying Alexis is asking in the chat, how do we submit? A question for you.
Thank you.
Then Alexis is asking in the chat, how do we submit? Edward, over to you.
Back to you, Charity.
Yes, so I'm saying Alexis is asking in the chat.
Hello, have I missed on a question asked earlier?
There's something you have to answer. Okay, in the chat, there were two questions. Alexis asked, how do we submit? And then Declan is also asking something similar, where do we submit? Yes, so Edward, please answer that.
Okay, how do we submit and where do we submit? So between today and the end of this week, okay, after we have gone through the sessions with you, the things we are going to go over with you is to download Discord and join the competition channel, access the platform for the NSC, your personal dashboards, where you'll be able to do the quiz and submit a project.
Okay, so Ella Vanya is asking something in the chat, and she is asking, how do we download the Discord?
Yes, how do you download Discord? Now, this is what we're going to be going over tomorrow's session. How do we get Discord? How do we join the NSC channel? And also this week, we shall have access to our dashboards for NSC, where we shall do the quiz and submit our projects, okay? But Discord is up on Google. You can look it up, or you can wait for us to show you how it's done tomorrow.
That would be very helpful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Further questions as we come to the close of this session? Anything unclear? Yes, Jesse, Mogulo, Yuri.
I'm still wondering how we can put PowerPoint.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Now, Jesse, the PowerPoint, we're going to also be able to understand more about the PowerPoint presentation that we shall come up with in the class tomorrow, how to come up with it and how to submit it.
Yes, I have it on here, but I don't know. Whenever they tell me to put a code, I'm trying to put a code, but it's not. I don't know which code it's telling me to put.
Okay, Jesse. We'll show you how to do it, okay? In the class tomorrow, how do we do the PowerPoint? How do we put the things that you want to put there? And how does it come out better, okay? That is tomorrow's session. Any further questions? Thank you, Jesse. More questions, or everything is clear to us?
Alexis has her hand up. Yes, Alexis, do you have something to say?
My hand isn't up.
Okay, so I think that's it for that question.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our info session. I'd like to appreciate each one of you for being a part of the NSC. Kindly, if you have your friends, they can still join the competition and come and grab these amazing prizes, awards and trophies in the competition. Let them know about the competition. It's still open. They can still join and come and be a part of the biggest kids coding competition in Uganda that happens every year. I am glad to have each one of you. And for any questions, can reach out to your various partners or to us, and we shall be able to help you out on anything. Use the WhatsApp group, and while you also join Discord, you use the Discord channel for any questions that you need.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can you send your WhatsApp number in the chat?
Okay, I'm gonna drop it right there for us all that are in the meeting. Thank you, Ella. That's my number in the chat for WhatsApp, okay? Thank you, everyone. I'd like us to close it off if we have no questions. I don't know if Mr. Peter has a question and the parents present. I don't know if the parents have a question before we close.
I think it was quite clear. Thank you very much. Looking forward to this.
I never had that, Mr. Peter.
No, I was saying it was quite clear. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Peter. That's clear on his side. Otherwise, I think that is it. We have overshoot by something 11 minutes.